Wait, do you see that?
Yes, that man. What is he doing?
Who cares? He's probably just a traveler.
He shouldn't be here. No merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready. I see it.
She's with me now. Forever.
Kirash!
What? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
She's with me now. Forever.
What are you, deaf? Identify yourself.
His eyes. Master, this is the Red Madness.
Shit, of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees.
She wanted to leave. Don't you understand? She wanted to leave me. Just like that. But now, she will stay.
More
That was all of them.
by the righteous path. Have you lost your mind?
I could ask you the same thing, Captain. Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
That was creepy.
Protect us from your cunning. But did the thought ever cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease in order to heal it? And that some apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
You're not being fair, Master. I was only protecting us.
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot. And not for the first time. The other masters might ignore that fact due to your religious commitment and your bloodline. I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself clear?
He really was trying to protect us, Master. Maybe...
Do I make myself clear?
You do, Master. And I beg your forgiveness for my offense.
Granted. Now let's push on. We will take care of the body after the ritual.
Are you okay?
Just save it.
Get ready. What? That's all you got? I'm too old for this. Here it is, the first foothold. This is where Malphas's vassals erected their first camp, so behave yourselves accordingly. You too, Prodigy. Well then, before we start, there's something I need to tell you. Something, important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn, they're true.
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago, beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now, but haven't told the common people yet. But since the three of you intend to take the trial, there's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god, who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry. What's next? That tomorrow the sun will stop shining? Tell us that this is a test, Master. It is, isn't it? A test of our faith.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But, hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford to fall into a spiritual
heck is
crisis
we?
right now.
The Order of the Gods. Malphas's order was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see that? Oh, by the Black Guardian, I just can't believe it.
And though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137. I know it's hard, Dunmar, but if this is true, we have to show strength and keep on believing in what the Lightborn stood for. Which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that the Order is going downhill. Do you really think I don't know about the village? You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
You don't mean that, Dunmar.
Drop it, for heaven's sake! We're all on the same side here.
No, we are not. This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you would spend more time with the Holy Scriptures instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well. But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts! Do you understand?
Yes.
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for depression and personal crisis after the trial. Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life, as in death.
May your light guide me.
Good. As you know, this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what, distinguishes a keeper from a soldier. What distinguishes a wise man from a fool. Keep that in mind. Now, drink the potion I gave you. You first, Prodigy. Let's hope the Grand Master was right about you.
Oh no. No, no, no. I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you that They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. Of course not. But then again, if I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far, the answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead. Therefore you're... Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead? A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't... What? They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. And... You know? Oh no. No, not yet. Yeah. What the? How did you do that? You simply opened it? Come on. We... By the gods! These are the scourges of the Suppressor. They want to punish us!
the gods. These are the scourges of the suppressor. They want to punish us. so cold. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go out. After all, I mean, yeah. Yes, the cell is small, but at least it's safe. What the? Haven't we been here before? By the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh, really? We should never have left. This will be our doom. Oh no. No. You see it? All the cells. They're empty. And there's blood. Oh no. There were people in there just like us. They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply dissolved because they dared to disobey the suppressor. By the gods, this is what will happen to us too. I knew it was a mistake to leave in the first place. I just knew it. What? Leave me alone! There's a precious punishment. It will be horrible. No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deep. No, you haven't. Because your blood. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? Ugh. Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were. Well, well. So you figured it out? Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water in your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling? Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird, but, probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. In the temple, the Curare. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order. Well, you shouldn't. Do you know why? Because you're pathetic. Simply pathetic.
I said you are pathetic. At first, we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Is that so? Such presumption from a fish who thinks his... The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your... But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did. Now wake up.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted. You did. That's probably one. But it's good to see the Grandmaster. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in. Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more... At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you. Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look... He was... impulsive, yes. You know, Dunwar... The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie. You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go. Let's go. Alright, this is the Sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
Let's hope he knows what
Yes.
he's doing. Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to be?
Oh shit. I have to remember that.
Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon.
Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor, in life as in death. Brother, did you get my letter?
Ah, yes, I did. Magistra Jaeger approved your request. We will take care of it as soon as possible. Your sister will be fine. I'm certain of it.
Good, that's good. Thank you. And may his light guide you.
And you.
Now, a good pipe of peace, Wayne. Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive?
You just wait and see. Fucking sissy.
Yeah, as if.
Okay, over there. That's the scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you prepare myself. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath. Well, maybe I just don't But yes, in a way, you're probably right. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunmore would have considered it blasphemy. That's true. A lot of crimes were committed during the Lightborn's reign, and I don't want to minimize that. Imagine you're the king of a small island. The invasion catches you completely off guard, and within a few hours, the Reavers have advanced to the farmland. Will you use the time that remains to entrench your army within the... Or do you send them into the field to fight the Reavers there, knowing that there is only a slight chance to save the farmers, but a big... It would, yes. But what if your foray fails, and ends up being the reason why the Scarab can break through the city's fortifications? Wouldn't that too make you responsible for all the townsfolk? What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what you do. There will be people who, if your attempt to rescue the farmers fails, you will be accused of having acted blindly and idealistically. And, of course, there's a small chance the foray might work, but should decisions like... As I said, I don't mean to absolve the Lightborn of their crimes, but I'd wager my left hand that they had a lot of similar decisions to make. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first? As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have, it was dark, and I felt dizzy, and I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and the entire village. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children, and whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, one of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses by the name of his son. It's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but, well, it turned out the riders were... They must have observed the... whatever it was from the distance, and ridden back to the village. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that apparently I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seemed, for you maybe, for them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that... Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end because I was pathless. Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But still, the winters down there were cruel. And if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, yes, otherwise I would not be here. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide. It does, yes. But, so maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. That's right, we do. But we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the holy verses. I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malphas's teaching as Dunmore was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what I do, I always will be. Yes, and... Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it. No, I guess I'm not. Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind. He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with. Yes, you know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone. So, but I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong.
Yes. This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds... Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Just read verse 80 100 times. Sky can rain fire.
You've never been in any danger. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters. The ceremony needs a little preparation. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. You did? That is, it must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection, but none. Maybe they are demons or In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow. Yes. Why do you ask? They did. What are you getting at? A fair point. But in the future, just be up. So, yes, my time in the prison was harsh. The hunger, the degradation, Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. But it isn't. For me, they reminded me that I was more than this deprived creature I had become. Strange. I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had difficulty talking better. Our mission, my responsibility here as a leader, it has helped me to find my way back into what would have been the alternative. A life as a fisherman. In fact, this is precisely what is missing in the world. People who do not let the whims of fate... Yes? That depends on whom you are. A better word would be chess figures with their own will. Whatever force causes the cycle, no. Well, that is something else we only know in broad. Yours is to read the echo and help us gain the knowledge we need for victory. How exactly? I do not know. But there are hints. Good question. In their writing, the Pyreans say it has existed for aeons. Since this world exists, the Pyreans didn't, and neither did the dozen civilizations. But as for what happened before that, our knowledge about the past is... That depends on whom you... A better word would be chess figures with their own will. Whatever force causes the cycle also gave us powers and a task. But fulfilling that task is our own responsibility. Walk blessed, Prophet. Yes. As I said before, my knowledge about that is limited. But if it helps you, imagine that it... Yes. You know, most people perceive themselves dark corners of our mind. Bridges to which we in a moment where you knew exactly what another person thought or would do next. People correct. And while most people hardly feel this connection at all, as if looking through a tinted window, to you it is wide up. Their bodies might be, but the traces they left behind still remain. Everything that was, everything that is, and everything that... This is the basic principle of magic. And time is not a straight line. Only the barriers of our mind, visions, premonitions, dreams that become reality. These are all leftovers of waves from other eventualities that spill over into our reality. There have always been people able to read them, but none so good at it as you are, thanks to the Echo.
Walk blessed. My sir! Wait a moment! Phew! There you... Here! A letter for you. What? Oh, thank you. Safe travels, and may his light guide you.
Ah, there you are. Glad you made it. So, how was it? I heard quite some stories about this trial, and was never sure what to make of it. Yeah, I changed my mind. Come, let's go upstairs. It'll be worth it. There we are. Wait a second. So, wine or pipe? Chilean Sweetwater Tobacco. 100. Consider it a congratulatory gift for passing the trial. Nothing better than a good pipe and a nice sight to go along with it. It's always sad to see how few people can truly appreciate these things. Anyway, what is it that drives you? I've been asking that myself since we met. I mean, it's not like anyone's forcing you to play errand boy, not to mention the danger you put yourself in. Securing the excavation site, passing the trial, they certainly haven't been easy on you so far. Huh. In any case, it's interesting to see how you've gotten from being a magically gifted refugee. Kind of reminds me of a woman I used to travel with, Alicia. No matter where she went, she always ended up in the eye of the storm. We got hired for the same job. Usually I work better on my own, but this partnership was refreshing in every aspect, which is why we decided to stick together after that first job. And it went great. She just cared too much, you know? Yeah, she was a mercenary, but she only ever picked the jobs. As you can imagine, that doesn't always work out in my profession. And whenever it didn't, she really took it to heart. It was sad. We traveled together and we had sex, so yes, according to most people's definition of it, we were a couple. That was, let me think, about 3 years. Yeah, we went to Araziel, Kira. She fought as ardently as she lived. I don't know how I would have survived that fight without her. Oh, several reasons. First of all, she was primarily a traveling healer, and used the money she got from those jobs. She wanted to help people, yeah, but she also wanted to make experiences, I guess. Live. Well, we were simply too different. I guess that's what it comes down to. Let's face it, I'm a pathetic white knight, and an even worse world savior. Alicia and I, we were just bound to clash. We were lovers, then friends, then lovers again, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, that was just too much for me. Too extreme. Love as she defined it, yeah. Had it been for her, we would have married after that first night. That's a long story. Not one that puts me in a favorable light. At least if you're like most people. Split up. But anyway, enough about me. What about you? Has there ever been someone in your life? Or have you always been the lone wolf? That's my line. I, for one, have had enough drama to last me a lifetime. Sex is fine, but I guess I'm just not naive enough for anything else anymore. Love, love, love. People have such wrong-headed expectations, really. Anyway, why don't you tell me a little more about this trial? I heard you passed it together with that quiet girl. That's just life, I think. There comes a point when you've done all you can. My. We've certainly lost track of time, haven't we? I really need to hit the hay for a couple hours now. I'll have to go look for some new work tomorrow. And I've heard about a nobleman who's looking for a sellsword. That is, if Arenthiel or old Bushybeard doesn't have a new job for me by then. Say what you want about them, their pay is beyond generous. I'll see you around, my friend. Huh? Keep your chin up.
What? Well met.
Have you heard?
Well met.
May his light guide you.
Well, then you've come to the right place. Walk blessed.
Keep walking.
Oh, hello. You're the...
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong
My sir? Greetings. Sure, take a look. Walk blessed.
Monsieur?
No, I just put them out for you to look at.
Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk blessed.
Fruits, vegetables, bread fresh from the
Hungry
oven.
for arcane
Treat
secrets?
yourself.
Have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Yeah? What do you... Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk. Uh-huh. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Hear my words,
Walk.
People of this holy...
It's not as if I didn't... Tell them that already.
Must have been due to
Walk blessed.
forth by Malthus himself. Timur Arndil has returned.
Apples, dates, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast and Doonville.
My sir?
Of imprisonment by his treacherous son, returned to his position as Grand Master of the Holy Order.
this deemed treachery.
Look at that. Another snob from the surface.
What are you looking at?
Please, just leave me be.
Bloody steel crabs. Always in the way of progress.
Woman thinks she's for Tyrion incarnate.
You gotta make a living somehow.
Walk blessed, my sir.
My sir, you look
No,
heart. Please,
You are.
spare a penny for
We
me.
should spend some time
Just
together.
one.
You're pretty. Care to spend some time together? I give good massages.
My sir. My sir.
Now you're quite the sight. How about a little bit of fun?
And yet another Outlander. I tell you, I'm sure it was those coalmen from Kira who brought this red madness here in the first place.
Move along. Pity. He was a good man.
My sir.
Please, just leave me be.
Oh, look at that! A sunchild graces me with its presence. Oh, all things lost and found again. Depends on what you're looking for.
Take your time.
Ahoy.
Damn the order. Damn the order.
You're from the surface, aren't you? They say that Teela...
Ahoy. Ahoy.
Keep walking.
Well, well. The venerable Sunchild graces us with its presence. Come to gawk at the people worse off than you.
A real pretty thing you are. Now there's a treat for the eye. What do you say, darling? Want to spend some time together?
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... how do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the peck...
Help. Please, help.
Walk blessed.
What? Who are you?
There must be a solution to this.
Have you heard? Nerem has been united again. But their leader must be a monster. They say he's crucifying priests and burning down temples. I'm not surprised that the gods have turned their backs on...
Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
My sir.
be no bed, so